everyone, I'm Ashley Harwood, and today we're going to be making this spherical wood box. It's turned on the lathe, and there's a secret inside of it that you'll get a chance to see later on. This piece is made out of Bradford pear that's local to me in Charleston, South Carolina, with a little ebony finial on top. I'd like to give a big thank you to Crazy Glue for sponsoring this video. They have this great new fast drying wood glue. You don't need clamps or anything like that. It sets up very quickly and holds fast. So we're gonna see how it works in this project. The first step in this project is a drawing. I need to plan out the exact dimensions of this piece. I need to know the thickness of the piece, and I need to know how all the different parts are gonna fit together. I'm starting with one solid piece of wood that's going to be the foot and the bottom and the top of this box form. The first part of the box that I'm going to cut out is actually going to be the inside. After I cut out the inside of both the bottom and the top, then I'm going to put those two pieces back together and I'll cut the outside of the box. I'm creating a set of templates from the drawing that I made. I just photocopied my drawing onto some cardstock, and I need to cut out templates for both the bottom of the box and the top of the box so that I know exactly what shape they are and how deep they need to be. I need to make sure that I can match those. Once I turn the lathe on, the first thing I'll do is to get the piece of wood round using my roughing gouge. The next thing I'll do is to create a tenon on both sides that I can use to grip the piece of wood chuck. I'm going to mark where my cut line is going to go to separate the bottom and the top of the box. And then after I mount the piece in the chuck, I'm going to part these two pieces. I need to reference my template to make sure that I get exactly the right depth for the inside of the box. And I'm going to bore that depth using my spindle gouge. Once I have that center hole, then I'm going to use my bowl gouge to start removing the material. After removing most of the material with a bowl gouge, I'm going to use my negative rake scraper to smooth out the surface on the inside of the box. So I noticed that there are a few bulk holes in this piece, but I think that I can get away with it. I think that they're in just the right places, that they're not going to compromise the integrity, and they'll just add a bit of interest. The next thing that I have to do is sand the piece and make sure that it's super smooth on the inside, because once I start cutting the outside, I'm not going to have another chance to do that. I'm going to straighten up the rim here with another negative rake scraper, and then I'll be ready to move on to the lid. So now I'm just going to repeat the process of hollowing for the inside of the lid. Now here's the moment of truth where I see if the top and the bottom piece fit together. Most of the time there's going to be a little bit of trial and error here. I'm going to have to make small adjustments and then try it again until I get just the perfect fit. My next step is to set the outer diameter of the piece. After I set the diameter, then I'm going to mark where the top and the bottom of the spherical shape are going to be. So apparently I was off a little bit in one of my measurements, but we're actually going to make that a happy accident because I have an idea of how I'm going to fix it. Now here's where the crazy glue comes in. It's going to help me to glue on this ebony part that will be the finial on the top of the box and attach that to the top of the box without having to hold it clamped for a long period of time. Now, this stuff only takes about 1 to 2 minutes to start to get set up, so as long as I make sure it's stable during that time, it's going to give me a good hold. Now the idea that I had here was actually not for just one finial, but for 2 finials. So there's going to be a finial on the top of the box that'll serve as the handle, and then there's going to be a reverse finial on the inside of the box. once again, I'm going to be using the fast-drying wood glue to attach both of the finials here together. Now that my top finial and bottom finial are both attached to the lid, it's time to put the lid back on and finish shaping the outside of the box. So first I'm going to shape the finial on the top, and then I'm going to shape the foot of the box. Now I've decided to keep some of the bug holes in the piece and let them add a little bit of interest. But what I want to do though is I want to clean them out as much as possible using my air hose. And now we're ready for a bit of walnut oil, which is really going to make this grain pop. Thank you so much for watching. I want to say thanks again to Crazy Glue for sponsoring this video. And if you're interested in any of the products in this video, if you're interested in the Crazy Glue, there's going to be a link below. If you're interested in any of the tools that I'm using, those are available at ashleyharwood.com. There's also going to be a link below the video for that. If you would like to be a part of the Pushcat Posse, see the back of the shirt. There's a link for that below as well. And I hope if you like what you see, you'll consider subscribing. Thank you so much.